Hey everybody, I haven't went live for a while, but I wanted to let you know I've been running a private group with those that want to really reset their health and get into taming those taste buds and getting off processed food and sugar. And it's a reset program group, and I put some things in that group too. And I thought I might as well come and share the same thing live on my main page, because I want to help others that want to have the best of health. We're crazy busy a lot of times, and hopefully we're not just crazy busy, we're actually focused and intentional. That's what I'm striving for, not just running around doing random things, but being very intentional with my health, with my relationships, with my life, with the work that I do. But health is very important, because if we don't have health, we really desire anything. We really want to make sure health is at its peak. So I want to share with you some nutritional stacking, habit stacking and nutritional things that I have been sharing with others in the other group. And today I was getting my day started, and I had recently run out of some seeds, but I want to tell you what I do to really get the best habit stacking hacks to make it simplified within your smoothies, or even your smoothie bowls or oatmeal. But I always start with flaxseed. I always add flaxseed, and I'm going to share how I make it into smoothies and things. But we want to know that we can add things. And so the good omega-3s, we need good fats, and they are really a way to lower inflammation and have really good heart protective measures. And they come in I like to get the whole flaxseed when I buy them in the store, because if they're broken down, they might be rancid. But they have lignans, or a plant compound in them that balance hormones and support breast and prostate health. And I want to make sure I have the best of health and really keeping up on those. So I get them. They have great fiber. They have a way to add more protein in my smoothies, great for digestion and balancing blood sugar as well. And I'm looking, as I worked for a whole year on getting more muscle and to be able to get good bone health and repair. So I always grind them up. I put these seeds, open up the lignans so they do more work, into my magic bullet, and I'll tell you how I put it all together to simplify it at the end of this. So, and then I always pick out my chia seeds. I like the black chia seeds there, and they are another way to get a lot more fiber if you want to power up your health. It's per ounce. It keeps you really full, and it feeds and nourishes the good microbes in that microbiome, that the gut. We're trying to really add more fiber, which is the primary food for these bugs, the good bugs, and it helps increase hydration about 10 times more, supporting endurance and hydration. We want to keep holding on to endurance, so this helps this. It also gives you omega-3s, which is similar to flax, helps to lower inflammation as well, and it brings a lot of the minerals. We are lacking a lot of minerals in our food today, so it's rich in calcium, helps you to create stronger bones, and a magnesium, which is core. We don't have a lot of our soil being properly tended to, so we are lacking in magnesium, which has that, and also great for bones and energy. And then lastly, the 3 seeds I use, but this last one is the hemp seed, and I love this one because it's really the complete protein. And there's so many things that have not the complete amino acid profile, and this has all 9 essential amino acids. That's very rare in plants, and that's in the hemp seed. And it also has the omega-3 and also the omega-6 healthy fats. These are healthy fats for the skin. Who doesn't want better skin? Who doesn't want a better brain health or heart health? And this is what I love, to be able to anti or reverse aging. I think that's possible in some ways, and to stay ahead of the aging game. It also has the things that I mentioned with flaxseed, have the magnesium in it to support muscles growth as well. And of course, all these 3 seeds that I shared with you are great. They have antioxidants that help bind those toxins too. I'm all about antioxidants. So I wanted to let you know what I do when I make my smoothie. I always add almond milk as my base, a little bit of water if I want it a little bit more thinned out. And I usually add my favorites, either it's Dutch chocolate or French vanilla. And I put the seeds blended. Once I ground my flax seed, I put equal parts into a mason jar to be able to get the balance of what I'm sharing with you today. Because who wants to have a complicated morning routine where you're trying to figure, how much should I add? And so I just mix them all together after I grounded my flaxseed and put it in a mason jar, and now they're all mixed up together. So I take a heaping tablespoon. So it's pre-mixed. Is that a good tip? Hi, Emily. How are you? Nice to have you on. It was equal parts the flax, the chia, and the hemp, and then I scoop it out in 1 tablespoon for your smoothies. So it's incredible. And so I want to tell you that's the ratio, that a third of each of those seeds. And then I put you can put, 1 cup of each of these in the blender or into the mason jar after you've blended up your flaxseed in your food processor. And then it's easy to be able to put them in that stored glass mason jar to keep it fresh in the fridge. And I usually use a smaller jar so that I can keep it all really fresh, and I don't have this, I use it every day. I use seeds every day, pretty much. And so if you take 1 tablespoon of that blend, you're going to get approximately 3 grams of protein in this mix. Isn't that amazing? That's another way to add protein. 3 to 4 grams of protein, and you're going to get 3 to 4 grams of fiber, which is amazing. Help you feel full, help you to keep that water. Also feeds the good bacteria to have a better immune system, because 70% of the immune system is made in your gut, and also gives you some omega-3s, about 2 grams of omega-3s, which we need for heart health, skin, and brain, and the good fats too, about 4 grams. So that's what I want to share today. And then I do also add within my smoothie mix, because this is the clean burning smoothie mix that I use with Juice Plus. That's the company I work for and have for 25 years. I love this because it has 7 grams of fiber, plant fiber, and 15 more plants, and four different types of protein. So that's a different benefit of just having one type of protein. It is not whey; it's plant-based protein. It has a nutritional fact label as well. I usually do almond milk with my Dutch chocolate and my flax seeds, chia seeds, and hemp mixed, and I put a little greens in there as well. And in my vanilla, sometimes I like it strawberries, almond milk. I use a half of a lemon peel and a little bit of lemon. It tastes like amazing. It's like a freshness to it. And sometimes I add greens to it too as well. You can put it in a smoothie bowl. So I also often add, since I'm trying to build muscle here, I've been working hard for a year on that, but I'm using a little bit of a peptide, collagen peptide. You can get that at Sprouts, and it's 10 grams, it's about 11 grams of collagen in your smoothie as well, and doesn't have any flavor. You just add it to your smoothie, so you try to get that 35 grams of protein in each of your meals, or 40, try to add those to your plant-based meals or plant-heavy meals, I guess. So I can have some animal protein, but just try to get a lot more plants and more protection. There's so much science behind eating more living food, for sure, and staying away from hormone-injected foods. And I find the more I eat abundance of plants and using hacks like the smoothies that I mentioned, so that you can get what you need in one of your meals, at least one. And with the 10-day reset, I usually do 2 shakes a day for that 10 days, and lots more soups, give my body a digestive break, and then making sure I've got my protein coming in different ways to have it nutritionally stack. And so I hope those things helped you. Let me know if you like more information like this. And I love being able to help all of you to be able to have the best of health, because when you have health, true health, nothing else really matters. And when you don't have your health, everything matters. I mean, your health is the only thing that really matters. So make it a great Monday. Get started right. And if you want more information about some of my private classes with some of the things that we share on how to get better tips on the 10 days of a lot of education and focus, let me know privately, and I'd love to add you to the group. Make it a great Monday.